Salutations, YouTube again, and this will be part 2 of if you're a manufacturer or a dealer, why Palmetto State's bad for business. But if you're a consumer, hey, shop with confidence. I picked this up last month on Palmetto State. If any of y'all were following their emails, you'll know that and see, I got the bolt back and there's some rounds in here. I'm having issues. Now, I got some magnums here, double aught buck in there. I haven't tried these. I'm going to order some. So far, just going to put the magazine to the side. I've oiled the snot out of this. This is a 100 gassed puppy. The rear metal rail is milled good. This plastic rail milled horrible. That doesn't. Then again, we're talking about a 14-inch firearm. You know, vertical receiver firearm 14 for the barrel. 26, I believe it's 26.5 inch in length. I believe is what they measured this at. They put that little piece on there, you know. Guess I'm going to have to, and then this was something I found on Optics Planet. You can look at I Am Johnny Snow. He has one that's built out. He's got this, it's plastic, and then there was supposedly a buffer tube that can go in here, and it's a left side folder from Vism, VISM, and then that would fold to the left where you could put a pistol brace on this. And so I had a pistol brace sitting to the side over here waiting for this buffer tube, which hasn't shipped yet from Optics Planet. At this point, with the new pistol brace rule that dropped Friday, I've watched hours and hours of videos this weekend on this. Fuddbusters was one of the first to the forefront. I watched 2 or 3 of Guns and Gadgets' videos on it. Washington Gun Law. I don't know where this is going at this point. Part of the reason that I've never wanted an NFA item is because that item is now registered to you and tied to you until you transfer it out from under you. And you're on a gun registry, and it's way more complication than it's worth. This short-barreled stuff is just absolutely ridiculous and stupid, and it should never, ever have been put in place. That's my opinion on it. I'll get off of that politics because, you know, I want to be more about, you know, looking at the guns and talking about something in the industry. But this gun was being advertised last month for $3.99. If you want to know how to break it down, I started breaking it down, and then when I got into it, that's when I realized, you know, it had the low power piston in there. So this thing needs some hot ammo. But somebody already said that in a video. I was doing my research on why, because I haven't got it to cycle one time reliably since I've had it. I only shot it about 10 times. I've left the bolt back for a couple weeks here. I need to go try some more double aught buck. I'm thinking about ordering just some real hot 12 gauge to try to make this thing cycle. But that guy said you got to have 1,300 feet or better per second. If you don't know that, you need to know that about this gun. Because when I got the shroud off, that's when I realized it's got the low power piston in there already. It's installed from the factory, and he said you need at least 1,300 feet per second to make this thing cycle reliably. It's a fail on Rock Island, because I've got some 1,200 feet per second double aught buck, 2 3/4, and this is supposed to run it, but it doesn't. So, anyways, so we got this, and you unscrew this, take this off, then you can unscrew the barrel lug, threads go towards the barrel end, take that off, you pull this barrel retainer, barrel pops out of the front, then you should be able to just take everything off the front. It's a pain in the ass, but alright, so anyway, $3.99, with $100 and read that I'm gonna have to start reading those manufacturer rebates, because that was a lie. This thing right here had a $100 web rebate, and what they didn't tell you is the $100 web rebate was for the web rebate was for the web offer was a store credit. Okay, so they gave me $100 store credit, and now you're paying retail for, you know, Rock Island's products. All right, yeah, well, it was quick. Should have my stuff shipped today or tomorrow. I don't know. They gave me the $100 credit fast. I will say that, but then then shipping comes out of it, and then taxes come out of it. So it's not technically a $100 web rebate. Still, I'll roll in, and I'm going to try to make the thumbnail of a collage of wholesaler pricing for this. And I will say this about a friend of mine. He kind of come down on me about the last video about Palmetto State and the XDR, and I'll recant a tad bit. What Palmetto State was selling for $109.99 was the Sig Romeo 5X. The difference between the X and the XDR is the XDR has a circle dot, where the X is just a dot. They're pretty much identical. They both use AAA batteries. So what I said about the XDR for $150 wholesale, it's actually $141 wholesale for the X, and the one PSA was selling was $109.99. And I don't know if there's just SIG's getting ready to, you know, took all the price controls off of that, and you're about to see the market flood with those things. But I digress on that topic. But the X was $141 and some change. I'll put it in the, I'll roll it in and show you. So if you're a gun store, small fry company who orders stuff like, and I'm going to show the price of this wholesale. Okay, I've got the screen grabs of this wholesale, and Palmetto sold this thing for Palmetto sold this thing for $299 plus tax and shipping. I think I got it in for less than $350, whereas a wholesale was over $400. So just so you know, this, you know, that's, you know, wholesale was $425, I think, or $425 ish. So an MSRP of $600. Wholesale's $425. PSA is selling it direct to consumers for $300. With $100, now they, you know, they like I said, it's only $199.99 after the $100 rebate, which again they don't tell you. Let's read the fine print. It can be a store credit, which is what mine ended up being. Still, I got it in for $75 less than what a wholesaler would bring it in for. So there's that. When it comes to pistol brace law, this is something I'm waiting on, you know, because nobody wants the NFA paperwork. If you have common sense, you don't want this item tied to you for the rest of your life. Where you got to show it if asked, you can't cross state lines. There's so many restrictions to it. It's so retarded. However, they've kind of, like I said, this is one I want to ask Fuddbusters about. I want to ask Matthew Larosiere about this one, because what if you form one this? See what I'm saying? This I've had this, you know, pre rule set. You know, this was delivered back in December. I got this back in December. So, December 2022. So, this is pre-rule set. And I ordered all this, you know, I ordered this side folder thing, and I got the brace, and I got the, like, I Am Johnny Snow. I've got the tube. It still hasn't shipped yet. I might be able to still cancel that. But I'm waiting for Matthew Larosiere to give me a call, because I want to ask him, will this qualify? Because it's not... You know what? You see what I'm saying? Could this be an SBS with these parts that I've ordered pre? Hey, you're bad. Don't have these. That's my question for him. I have that question. I have some other questions, but so far with this, I've had, you know, bad luck with it. It hasn't cycled anything yet. Just for y'all's purposes, know this thing needs really hot ammo to work. It's not really complicated. There's nothing real complicated about it. It's just a, vertical receiver firearm instead of a vertical receiver 80, 82, 60, whatever classification they want, a number they want to put on them. But anyway, that's this, and that's my second rant on PSA. Just know, so I said in the last one, best way to put it, I love and I hate PSA. Because, they make decent stuff. I'm not knocking them on their stuff. They have excellent prices. But when you've bought a Romeo 5 XDR, like I have, when you have the Romeo 5 XDR right there, see that? There it is. I got my Arsenal mount. The Arsenal mount works on of all things, the Palmetto State. This is the PSA, what is this, the 10, it's the 105, let me look at the box real quick. Correction, it's the 103. This is the 103 Palmetto State PSAK GF3 is what it is, with the Arsenal mount and the SIG Romeo XDR. See, there we go. I did buy one. I bought an XDR. And then you get Palmetto State doing an X for 110 one-day shell. Now it's currently 120, I believe, for the X version. Now I get it, the XDR is a little better, but still 120 is $21 less than wholesale on that item. Now the wholesaler was completely sold out of all of them. Like I said, maybe something's coming from SIG. Maybe there's a new variation. Maybe they're going to call it a Y, Romeo 5Y with some new features. I don't know. But that's just me speculating. That's just me, again. But short video about my opinion on the pistol brace. Again, as I said before, there's a Palmetto State 103 GF3 AK. I like it. I know it's not 100% Russian. I do like the gun, and it came in a combo. So why I love and hate PSA. It's even got, I guess, there's a cleaning kit in it, but it's got the AR style cleaning hole in the back, I guess, for dropping one of the cleaning kits in it. And yeah, it does have the cleaning rod. They're not cheaping out like other people. So that could be a later video. I don't know. Anywho, I'm going to cut it here. I don't want to go too long like my last one. If you're here this long, thank you for staying and listening to my opinions. Shop with confidence at Palmetto State for getting a good deal. They're not affecting me, but I do see there is a huge amount of people out there that have brick and mortar stores that they are affecting. And the manufacturers, like I said, please make these. Please, PSA, make guns. Make guns and sell your guns. You have your price controls on your guns. You control it. You won't sell. I asked you at SHOT Show 2020, do you sell wholesale? Nope. Y'all were dead set against that. You do not sell wholesale. There is no wholesale price offered. But you don't have a problem cutting the guys you rely on. So, I just want you to make your guns and, give us good deals on your stuff. I mean, you're such a big conglomerate now anyway. You're making ammo and everything else. There I go ranting again. I'll stop ranting, y'all. Hey, I'll post a shooting video of this and let you know what ammo I get it running with. I've got 3 different types that I believe are powerful enough to cycle the action, and I'll do a follow-up on this later. And I'll also, on the follow-up, I'll let you know what Matt from Fuddbusters says on pistol bracing firearms versus SBR rifles. Because we already know we're going to get, we're so benevolent, here's a free tax stamp. Which is kind of like, why it's not a tax now. Just back off. I wish you just drop it. Just drop the short barreled stuff and get out of it. Because it wasn't because these were, dangerous or anything. I think they're going to lose. I think they're going to lose their ass big time. But we've got a little time to hit the pause and pump the brakes and see what happens over the next month. You know things are coming. I wanted to get this out since it's Martin Luther King Day I wanted to put this video out ahead of everything else like that. So there's that. Anyway, I'll see y'all in the next video, and y'all stay safe, keep shooting, and remember, you know, this is your defense against tyranny. These are your defenses. We're not supposed to have tyranny in this country. This is a great country. Just I don't worry about things like that. Anyway, y'all stay safe, keep shooting. See y'all in the next one.